of the tape. Making the walk. And they'll be facing Rockstar from the United States of America.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fighter is saying, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter shot. Counter shot lands. Insane action. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without it.
Oh, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punching. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
The action is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
A perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't find a home. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Back and forth they go. Left hook just missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alicia, all three judges here are going to give that round. There's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Misses with the right uppercut. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Just misses with that left uppercut. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about... Here we go to the 4th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Missed with that right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
There's always a way.
On to the 5th we go. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter. Nice
counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Uh-oh, the Crusher in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough ride so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Going to punch himself out, though. Jab does not score. The stamina is off the charts. And this fight is over. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.